Yes, I did that. I was right. Sugar, butter, flour, sugar. Hi, welcome to my channel, Broadway, Keegan, Broadway from a kid's perspective. And today's topic is Sara Bareilles. Okay, so Sara Bareilles has probably been one of the really interesting people I have researched so far. There's a lot that she has done in her life. She's a very accomplished woman. So to start right off, Sara Bareilles was born December 7th, 1979 in Eureka, California. And she has 3 sisters. She has Jenny, Stacy, and her half-sister Melody, and she's the youngest out of all of them. Her parents are Bonnie Halverson and Paul Bareilles, and when she was in high school, she was in her high school choir called the Limited Edition, and she was even in one of her high school productions of Little Shop of Horrors as Audrey, which I think is really cool. And she also did a lot of community theater. Sara Bareilles is 40 years old now, but her parents got divorced when she was 12. Sara said that she grew up a fat girl and she even had to move schools because the kids were so mean. She said that she still often feels like she doesn't want anyone to notice anything about her. One of Sara Bareilles' first songs was Gravity, which she made when she was 19. And she actually wrote that song because it was her first experience with heartbreak. And she wrote that song when she was 19, so that was about the time that she went to college, and she went to college at UCLA. So Love Song was one of her first hit singles. It was on the album Little Voice, and it was number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart, which is really up there. Her song, Love Song, literally sold over 3 million copies. That's a lot of copies. It even got her 2 Grammy Award nominations. Sara Bareilles has 3 live albums, 6 studio albums, and 10 music videos. One of Sara Bareilles' hit songs was also Brave, which was released in 2013, which a lot of people know. And it was about just being who you are and letting everybody know who you are and show your real self. She wrote this song inspired by her friend who was having trouble letting her true self out. She noticed that her friend was a bit nervous to be like her real self. So not only is Sara Bareilles a great music writer, she wrote music for a Broadway show, Waitress. And that's why I'm wearing the sugar butter flower shirt. But yeah, so she composed music and wrote the lyrics for Waitress the musical, and she even earned a Tony nomination for Best Original Score and a Grammy nomination for Best Musical Theater Album. So most of you know that Sara Bareilles wasn't the original Jenna in Waitress, but after Jessie Mueller played Jenna, she got to play Jenna. In 2017, she received the Broadway.com Audience Choice Award for Favorite Replacement in her performance of Waitress. She also contributed to some of the songs in the SpongeBob musical. Like, that's really cool. She placed in the 80th spot of the top 100 greatest women in music, which is really cool because she's written a lot of songs, and to get 80, that's really awesome. Also in her career, she was a celebrity judge on the NBC's The Sing-Off, and that was really cool because I think I've actually seen some episodes of that, and it was a really good show. So she writes songs, she acts, sings, and she also wrote this book. This book is called Sara Bareilles, Sounds Like Me, My Life So Far in Song. It's basically her life. It starts from her childhood and goes all the way to her present life right now. And this book was a New York's bestseller. I also really like her front cover. of all the megaphones because it sounds like me, and her just sitting there, it really compliments her. She's very personal in this book. By the way, I've read it all. It's so good, and I highly recommend it. And she's really personal with it, which helps you connect with the story. So she's also a really great book writer. Join me next time on Broadway Keegan, Broadway from a kid's perspective. Bye! I wanna say, be brave. Wanna say, the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna say, be brave. I don't wanna write you a love song. That's all I know.